So we have the legendary Mama Bluder, Lisa Bluder, Caitlin Clark's Iowa head coach, coming out and basically letting it be known why Stephanie White cannot coach Caitlin Clark. Y'all remember what Lisa Bluder had to say when Christy Sides was ruining Caitlin Clark as well, before Christy Sides eventually just got the hell out the way and let the GOAT be the GOAT and do her thing. Lisa Bluder letting it be known, Stephanie White, you need to get with the program. You need to get with the program.
The WNBA battled for attention for 27 years. At last, they have a celebrity drawing truckloads of money and millions of viewers. The league office is acting out, of course. Something crazy was just revealed by Stephen A. Smith. It's possible that the commissioner is attempting to ruin her own good fortune. This is no longer about basketball. This has to do with corporate envy and ego control.
That is Caitlin Clark, because just like, shout out to my boy Angry Fan Sports, you don't need to put Caitlin Clark in a system. She is the system. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, and hype the video. Let's get right into things. Man, I'm out of breath, man. I was just running. Jesus. Here it says, Lisa Bluder reveals the two biggest challenges of coaching Caitlin Clark. Former Iowa Hawkeyes head coach Lisa Bluder got real about the reality of coaching Caitlin Clark. Here it says, it's wild to remember that.
Is this the most blatant example of self-sabotage in sports history? Or has the WNBA leadership gone entirely insane? Leave a comment with your ideas. Since this circumstance is so bizarre, let's examine what actually transpired. A new commercial with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever star began to circulate. That's nothing out of the ordinary, right? Incorrect. It seems that this advertising caused WNBA Commissioner Kathy Angelbert and the league administration as a whole to completely lose it. We're talking about meetings held behind closed doors, irate phone conversations, and what Stephen A. Smith refers to as pure rage from the top.
Jesus. Here it says, Lisa Bluder reveals the two biggest challenges of coaching Caitlin Clark. Former Iowa Hawkeyes head coach Lisa Bluder got real about the reality of coaching Caitlin Clark. Here it says, it's wild to remember that less than 2 years ago, Caitlin Clark was still playing college basketball at the University of Iowa. Given all that Clark has already experienced, hold on, let me make sure my mic is right. Okay, we good. Has already experienced and accomplished in the WNBA since that time. Her iconic college career feels like ages ago, although it's impossible not to think.
Now take a moment to consider how outdated this is. Millions of people who might not otherwise watch women's basketball are introduced to your league by your biggest star's enormous national ad. Any capable sports group would typically respond with celebration. Celebrate with a press release, promote it on social media, and ride the wave all the way to the bank. Not the WNBA, though. They seem to react with hatred and rage. Stephen A. Smith essentially confirmed this rather than only speculating about it. He has been among the most vocal supporters of Caitlin Clark all season, but his most recent remarks become far more sinister. He is now discussing more than simply judicial drama. He is revealing what he perceives to be underlying corruption in the league's leadership. SAS claims that the atmosphere emanating from WNBA headquarters isn't a celebration of their recent achievements. Because one player has grown to be more important than the entire organization, there is anxiety and jealousy.
The fact that she got Iowa to back-to-back natties is insane. Like, come on now, let's be serious. The person who got the best access to Clark during these developmental college years was Lisa Bluder, her Iowa head coach. Bluder retired from coaching after Clark's senior year in 2024, and her longtime assistant Jan Jensen took over the program, and Jan Jensen's doing a hell of a job as well. While Bluder has been seen at Iowa games and is still a part of the Midwest women's basketball scene, she occasionally does color commentary on the Big Ten Network. She has certainly been out of the spotlight more than she was as a head coach.
Let's examine why this particular commercial created such mayhem. Caitlin Clark isn't portrayed as just another WNBA player in these high-profile commercials, whether they be for Wilson, Gatorade, or State Farm. She is portrayed as a single force and a cultural phenomenon. The production value has skyrocketed. She appears strong, self-reliant, and most importantly, bigger than the WNBA itself to the league office.
City. Here she says, Lisa Bluder details the hardest part of coaching Caitlin Clark. At one point in their discussion, Bluder was asked, what was the hardest part about coaching Clark? And she said two aspects, really. First, during the panoramic, I ain't trying to say certain words, YouTube be tripping. There was nobody in the stands. It was hard to build relationships because of the isolation. To get her to become a good leader, it took time because she was so used to doing everything on her own, but she learned it, and she learned it really well. Second, at the end of her career, there was so much noise and all the people that wanted a piece of her. I'm amazed at how she handled it. She didn't get...
This is amazing for fans. You want to watch basketball because it's thrilling. However, this means a total loss of control for CEOs such as Cathy Engelbert. You see, that image wasn't produced by the league. They have no control over the story and did not approve the creative direction. The commissioner recognizes a player who doesn't require the WNBA to thrive when she sees Clark in these sophisticated ads. Clark has her own kingdom, her own economy, and her own gravitational pull. This complete loss of leverage is the source of the anger that Stephen A. Smith frequently discusses. Professional sports leagues typically have control over their players since they depend on the league for visibility and compensation. Caitlin Clark has totally avoided that conventional dynamic. Everyone is aware that she earns more money off the court than on it. Because having financial independence equates to having power, and power unnerves people, particularly those accustomed to having authority. According to insiders, this specific commercial's timing really sparked things off. Throughout the season, the league has made a valiant effort to promote a shared narrative. Everyone is constantly reminded that there are other players involved. They want you to concentrate on the system itself, the other players, and the history. Then, in just 30 seconds, this commercial appears and completely destroys that messaging. It serves as a reminder to all viewers that only one person is genuinely generating interest in this league, and it's not the commissioner. The girl from Iowa is capable of draining shots from the logo. The leadership is truly embarrassed by the contrast between Clark's premium brand partnerships and the WNBA's antiquated, low-budget marketing initiatives. Because it highlights their shortcomings, that humiliation is turning into rage. The WNBA battled to become well-known for 27 years. Then one player walks up and does in a single season what they haven't been able to do for almost 30 years. That must hurt. Regarding this, Stephen A. Smith has been completely unrelenting. He has highlighted how ridiculous it is for a commissioner who is meant to be an expert in business to act emotionally weak because one player is receiving excessive attention. He contends that incompetence is being concealed by the anger. Every time Clark signs a huge contract or appears in a viral commercial, it serves as a reminder of all the things the WNBA has failed to accomplish over the years. Consider it from Cathy Engelbert's point of view. The commissioner is you. You are meant to be the business savvy who expands the league. Then State Farm, Wilson, and Gatorade all market your sport more effectively than you ever did. It's embarrassing. It reveals that you are not particularly skilled at what you do. Therefore, the reaction seems to be resentment and bitterness rather than learning from it and employing better marketing teams to match that energy. Additionally, SAS made the connection between boardroom demeanor and conduct in the dressing room. Why would rival players feel the need to respect the commissioner if she is rolling her eyes at Clark's financial success? The poisoning seeps down. It sends a message to everyone else that it's open season when leadership fails to safeguard their star and treats her accomplishment with animosity rather than pride. Some of the absurd hard fouls and cheap shots we've witnessed this season may be explained by this. We must comprehend this anger in light of WNBA history. A particular group with a particular mindset has been in charge of the league for many years. They see the WNBA as a cause, a movement, and a group effort to be respected and acknowledged. Next comes Caitlin Clark is a symbol of materialism and pure individual fame. She doesn't conform to the norm. She upsets the well-established hierarchy. This disruption is expertly highlighted in the commercial. It depicts Clark as a lone force apart from the group. The WNBA leadership has spent decades attempting to persuade the public that the league itself is the product. They market the collective and the shield. However, Clark is marketed as an individual symbol by her brand partners. There is a great deal of tension because of this basic difference about what sells. The elderly guard feels degraded. They believe that because a girl from Iowa can film from any place and go viral, all the foundational work they performed is being overlooked. As Stephen A. Smith noted, this is the same motivation for excluding Clark off the Olympic team. The old guard made that choice in order to convey a message and preserve hierarchy. You must wait for your turn. Make your payments. However, commercial brands don't give a damn about waiting your turn. They pay for relevance in the present moment. Internal instability is being caused by this gap between the fast-paced, merit-based world of advertising and the slow-moving, seniority-based league office. The commissioner is caught in the middle and is becoming irate with the new reality rather than adjusting to it. Since professional sports are ultimately meant to be a business, let's speak about the money. The WNBA has been accused of business malfeasance by Stephen A. Smith on multiple occasions, and the
Stephanie White doesn't know what the hell she's doing. You had the #1 offense with the Indiana Fever, especially that post-Olympic break with Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell putting on shows with Aaliyah Boston night in and night out, scoring 100+ every night. And you come here and change the entire offense. You seem like you're more focused on Ari McDonald, who was at the unemployment line before the season even started. It's just, it doesn't make sense. You went and brought Natasha Howard over here talking to you. You convinced her that she could win damn MVP. I don't think Natasha Howard pulled that out of thin air talking about winning MVP. Okay? Stephanie White clearly made...
Anger over Clark's commercial is a prime illustration. When a player in a regular league like the NBA or NFL gets a big national advertisement, the commissioner rejoices. Why? Because it increases the enterprise's overall worth. It attracts casual gamers. It offers goods for sale. So, why is the leadership of the WNBA upset? As they're not receiving recognition. The league appears cheap and unprofessional because Clark's off-court earnings are far higher than her on-court compensation. A public relations problem results when casual fans see Clark in multi-million-dollar advertising campaigns and learn that the WNBA pays her a base salary of about $76,000. It draws attention to the disparity in pay and the absence of income sharing. The commissioner is aware of this. She is aware that the public is reminded that the WNBA underpays its stars with each high-profile commercial shoot. It begs for examination. Why is the league so broke if this girl is generating so much attention and money? Is one of the awkward questions that people start asking. Leadership becomes protective rather than improving the revenue model or appreciating the exposure. It seems that they would prefer Clark to be less well-known so they wouldn't have to deal with these difficult financial issues. Fighting over crumbs while Clark is making a whole new cake is an example of a scarcity mindset. Let's concentrate on Kathy Angelbert in particular. She was hired by Deote as a CEO type, someone who is apparently skilled in math, and expand a company. However, the Caitlin Clark phenomena has completely outwitted her. She has reacted awkwardly and frozenly to this new commercial period. Recall that during a broadcast appearance, this same commissioner found it difficult to respond to a straightforward query concerning racial toxicity. Her attempt at a corporate non-answer backfired miserably. According to Smith, Angelbert is upset because she is aware that she is under scrutiny. WNBA franchises are owned by business people. They witness the figures, the sold-out arenas, the stuff flying off shelves, and the chartered aircraft that Clark had the league adopt. If the commissioner is perceived as being petty or as a barrier to development, she won't stay long if she doesn't capitalize on ads. Fear is probably the source of the anger. Worry that she's being shown to be an inappropriate leader for this new period. Angelbert appears to be unable to keep up with Clark's rate of development. The advertisement represents that speed. It is quick, elegant, and appealing to people all over the world. In the meantime, the WNBA's official marketing frequently seems cumbersome and outdated. The commissioner is losing badly in this conflict between competence and beauty. Reports indicate that she is simply resentful of being surpassed by her own player rather than trying to equal Clark's intensity. The only word that suits is jealousy, so we must use it. It has been used by Stephen A. Smith. It has been used by Charles Barkley. Typically, we discuss how players are envious of one another. SAS is currently revealing that jealousy extends to the executive suite. A commissioner can be envious of her own player, but why? Because Clark has greater real power and influence than Angel Burt. The world pays attention to what Caitlin Clark has to say. People ignore Kathy Angel Burt or don't even recognize her when she speaks. For a CEO accustomed to being in charge, that is a harsh reality. Regardless of the league standings, this new ad solidifies Clark's position as the face of women's basketball. For years, the office tried to create stars and convince supporters who to support. Then Clark arrived, and it happened spontaneously, organically, and unstoppably. The anger is that of a micromanager who has lost control. Since Clark doesn't require their consent or money, they are unable to dictate to her what to dress, what to say, or who to sign endorsement deals with. Their power is directly threatened by this independence. This shows itself in strange ways, such as the length of time it takes for WNBA official accounts to post Clark's highlights in comparison to other players. Throughout the season, fans have recorded this pattern. It emanates from the top and is trivial and immature. What the league does not do is one of the most striking aspects of the whole scenario. When this new advertisement dropped, was it reposted by the WNBA's official account? Did they congratulate their celebrity on reaching a wider audience with the game? Did they celebrate the relationship with a press release? No. Total quiet. When NBA players release new signature sneakers or significant advertisements, the league promotes them because they know it benefits the ecosystem as a whole. The WNBA has been utterly silent about Clark's commercial successes. It supports all of Stephen A. Smith's claims. Your biggest star's achievement is only disregarded if you're resentful of it. The league's connection with its fan base is being intentionally harmed by this silence. It's not foolish that Clark attracted millions of new fans. The double standard is evident to them. They witness the animosity. They are beginning to see WNBA executives as the antagonists in this narrative. The commissioner is establishing a line in the sand by declining to accept the commercial. We are up against her. And the WNBA will undoubtedly lose that war, as Stephen A. Smith cautioned. Cultural momentum is unstoppable. The zeitgeist cannot be defeated. Right now, Clark is the zeitgeist. Since this is the most sinister aspect of the argument, we must link boardroom wrath to on-court violence. It sends a message to the rest of the league if the commissioner and league office publicly express their displeasure with Clark's commercial appeal. Going after her is okay. Respect would be established if the commissioner treated Clark like the valuable asset that she is. And defense. However, Angel Burt efficiently eliminates protection around Clark by becoming icy and seemingly furious about her marketing success. The hard fouls have been witnessed. We've witnessed eye pokes and blindside hits. The league's response to each occurrence has been sluggish and ineffective. SAS contends that this is related. When a player makes them feel inadequate, the leadership does not want to shield them. Perhaps they want to witness Clark's struggle, which is why they are allowing the jungle laws to apply to her. In order to say, see, she's not that special. They want her knocked down a peg. However, each time she gets up to shoot a new commercial, it disproves them once again. Stephen A. Smith just revealed which route they're making the incorrect decision. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons if this story opened your eyes, as this drama is far from